Here's your Jazel Auto News update for the week of February 15th.
So Dodge said that they're going to be announcing their last call edition of the Challenger and Charger on March 20th, and there's some speculation that they could have over 1,000 horsepower.
Wow, that's intense. That's really powerful, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's ever been a Dodge or really any vehicles that are kind of that cheap that'll have 1,000 horsepower. It's kind of crazy to think about that. So it seems like even the Wienermobile is not free from catalytic converter theft, as one of their Wienermobiles, they have 6 of them, and one of them had their catalytic converter stolen.
Crazy. So, why are catalytic converters being stolen?
So they have a lot of precious metals in them, like platinum and rhodium and palladium, and those are worth quite a bit of money to scrap yards. So some kind of shadier scrap yards will take those in and give money to people who turn them in. And Ford will be opening a plant in Michigan that will make lithium iron phosphate batteries, which are cheaper to produce, and hopes to bring costs down, and they'll be on the Mach-E and the F-150 Lightning.
Does this battery work better in certain types of weather too? I was reading something about how lithium batteries they start quicker in colder weather.
Yeah, so I think they usually call them LIFE or life batteries. They do have a little bit better heat and cold tolerance, and are a little bit easier to produce and cheaper to produce than the lithium ion batteries that we're kind of used to seeing in cars like Teslas. And Ram announced their new 1500 REV production version, and they actually showed it off in their Super Bowl commercial, which will be their first ever electric pickup truck.
Oh, that's super exciting. Looks really nice too.
Yeah, it's kind of got a little bit more of a toned down, kind of sleeker look, I think, than some of the other trucks on the market, and yeah, it should I think do pretty well. So after used car prices started to decline a little bit at the end of last year, they're actually starting to go up a little bit in January.
That's really sad. I'm actually kind of on the lookout for used cars, so when I saw that article, I was bummed.
Yeah, and with interest rates being what they are right now, it still seems like a little bit unaffordable for a lot of people. I think a lot of people are going to be holding out for either prices to drop or interest rates to drop, one or the other, or hopefully both. And following other brands like Volvo, Hyundai is announcing their Evolve Plus EV subscription program, which basically for $900 a month, you get the vehicle and insurance and maintenance, all kind of included as just one price.
Wow, that's really interesting. Would you ever consider doing something like that, Robert?
I think if the price was right and it was something I was using for commuting and not something I was planning on keeping forever, I think that could make sense. Sounds like a lot easier than having to deal with insurance and all that stuff as separate bills. And Volkswagen has showed the refreshed versions of their Atlas and Atlas Cross Sport SUVs. They kind of got some new styling features.
And that's really cool. Their interior looks really good, and I feel like that's something that's often not really emphasized when announcing new cars, but the Volkswagen Atlas interior looks nice and sleek.
And Subaru showed off the new 2024 Crosstrek, which gets some new features and new styling, but unfortunately is losing its manual transmission.
Why are they dropping the manual transmission?
My guess is it's most likely due to sales, as it was one of the kind of few remaining small SUVs that you could get with a manual transmission. And I have a feeling that, as we go on, we'll continue to see more of these few remaining manual transmission vehicles go away. And Toyota finally showed off their new Grand Highlander, which will be a bigger 7-seat version of the regular Highlander.
So good for families.
Yes.
Because it's roomier.
And Chevy has revealed the new Trailblazer, which is their smallest SUV with updated styling and some new infotainment features.
Cool. And it looks like they've got some fun, funky colors too.
Yeah, I like that about a lot of the smaller Chevrolets. They offer some fun color combos and some kind of interesting styling features. And Honda has revealed some new details on the 2024 CR-V hydrogen version.
That's really cool. Are hydrogen-powered cars going to become more and more likely, would you say, in the future?
It's kind of hard to say, I think, at this point. Toyota and Honda and Hyundai have kind of tried to introduce vehicles like the Mirai, but I think there's more of an issue with the availability of hydrogen right now. There's only a few stations in Southern California and some other places, so I think if we can kind of expand that availability, I think we could see it as a viable alternative to electric cars in the future.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to see when we have more videos that go live on the channel. We've got so much more we can't wait to show you. Have a great day.